Toodala. Okay. Hello. So nobody's here yet, but I'm gonna start anyway. I'm trying to figure out how I place the mat the best for the handstand workout, because that should be good like this. Okay. Just put this plant over here. So really change the setting a bit. Maybe like this. Okay. So, as already mentioned, this is gonna be a handstand workout today. I just wanted to do a little workout for my own, and so I thought I would like to share it on YouTube. The video will remain on YouTube anyway. I always look in the computer, but I should look in the camera. So yeah, I would say I just start right away. If somebody drops in, you can just jump into it, and if you do it at home, yeah, let's start. You know what? I just get the mobile phone over here because I also stream it on Instagram. I forgot about this. Sorry. My bad. Totally forgot about it because it's super useful, so you can stream it on YouTube and on Instagram and combine it with your own workout. Super nice. So today it's gonna be not only about handstands. We're gonna work on different kind of inversions and arm balances, because all kind of inversions and arm balances also help with the control in the handstand. So that's really, yeah, nice to combine it. I just start the live stream here. Perfect. But I think I do it like this. Yeah, or better like this. Like this, it should work. Okie dokie. So, first of all, before we start the handstand work, it's really important to warm up the body, to warm up the joints. So grab your hips and start to do gentle hip circles with your hip, with your pelvis, and feel into your hip. Try to get some length on the front side of your hip and start to connect yourself to your breath. So breathe deeply in through your nose and also breathe out through your nose. And then slowly change the direction. Circle in the other direction. That's really nice. Really necessary after a long day of work or sitting. And then come back into center. Relax your arms and now rotate your upper body to the left and to the right. And let your arms swing passively with your upper body. Perfect. Still keep breathing through your nose, in and out. And then come back into center, come down into a deep squat and start to move from the left side to the right side and back again. Feel into your ankles, into your knees and into your hips, and also feel this length in the lower back. Then come into center and pull your left knee back with your inhale and place your left knee on the ground with your exhale. Come back into center, one time on the other side, pull the right knee back with your inhale and lower it down with your exhale. Perfect. Then come back into center. Now press your right elbow against your right thigh and open your chest to the left side. Lift the left arm up with your inhale and come back into center. Exhale. Now press your your left elbow against the left thigh. Open your chest to the right side. Lift the right arm up with your inhale and back to center. Exhale. Interlace your fingers and lift your arms up, lift your chest up, inhale, and come down into a deep forward fold with your exhale. Place your feet around one fist apart from each other, and then bend and extend your knees once at a time. Walk into the stretch on the back side of your legs. Then straighten both knees, grab your elbows, release the tensions from your neck, release the tensions from your shoulders. And if you want, you can swing from one side to the other side and let go of all the tensions around your head and around your face. Then loosen your arms, bend your knees a bit, and roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra with your inhale. In the end, bring your hands together above your head and exhale. Bring your hands to your sternum. Close your eyes and take a deep inhale here. And exhale all your tensions. Perfect. With your next inhale, bring your arms up over the side and lift your heels up too. And now for the first time, create tension in your whole body. So start in your feet. So press your big toe into the ground, then activate your calves and your thighs. Rotate your calves a little bit out, and now pull your belly button in back to your spine, and then pull your shoulder blades back. Rotate your pinky finger towards each other, so your little fingers are facing each other, so you rotate your shoulder outwards and keep your chest up. Perfect. Now feel this tension from your fingers down till your toes. Perfect. And then move your heels down to the ground. Relax your arms and relax your shoulders. Today we're gonna do several exercises which create tension in the whole body. So in the handstand position, it's really important that you have no point in the body which is relaxed. So as soon as you got one point that is not tensioned, you lose control. So it's good to use exercises to prepare for this kind of Körperspannung, for this kind of tension during the handstand. Okay, so one more time. Come up onto your toes. Press the big toe into the ground. Now rotate your thighs a little bit out, and now pull your belly button in so your pelvic is moving forward. And now lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades back, and now lift your arms, rotate your little fingers towards each other and hold here. Feel the tension in your core, feel the tension between your shoulder blades, feel the tension in your legs and your feet, and in your arms and in your fingers. Breathe in one more time here. And exhale, fall down into a deep forward fold and start to bend and extend one knee at a time. Walk into the stretch on the back side of your legs. Then walk down into a plank pose and hold it here. Place your hands right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Pull your belly button in. Perfect. Now move your knees to the ground. Move your chest and chin to the ground. And with your inhale, roll up into cobra pose. And exhale, move back into downward facing dog. Now here, walk into your downward dog. Bend and extend one knee at a time. Release the tensions from your neck. And make your eyes and your forehead soft. Also relax your jaw. And then extend both knees at the same time with your inhale. Push the shoulders towards your ears And with your exhale, pull your shoulder blades back and down. 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up, and exhale, back down. 1 more time. Inhale, up, and exhale, back down. Then place the knees on the ground. Place the feet on the ground. Come back into child's pose. Place your forehead on the ground. Place your arms on the ground and start to move your hip from the left to the right and from the right to the left. Perfect. And slowly roll yourself up. Come into a seated position and shake out your arms and your hands. Perfect. Now interlace your fingers. Try to connect your forearms and now create a little circle motion in your wrists. Perfect. It's really important to warm up the wrists properly during the handstand training. So before we go to the handstands, we're gonna go through some different kind of inversions and arm balances. For now, come onto your knees and now move your hands alternating forward. So one time you push the left palm forward, one time you push the right palm forward. Feel into the stretch on your forearms and then move your arms up. And now with your inhale, move the shoulders towards your ears and exhale back down. Now release the arms. This now is a really, really good preparation exercise for the handstands. First of all, pull your belly button in. Also in the handstand, you always want to activate your core. You're never standing like this in your handstand. You always pull your belly button in, and with this activation, with this tension in your lower belly, in your core, you lift your sternum up, you lift your chest up, and now bring your arms up so your palms are facing the ceiling. And now really important, push your shoulder blades towards your ears. You need this motion also during the handstand. You can't stand in one line when your arms are down. You need to push the shoulders towards your ears, not maximum, but slightly up. Perfect. Now hold it here. To train our shoulders for this motion, to get the strength, you push up as hard as possible. So keep the belly button in and push the shoulders towards your ears as much as possible. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing and push your shoulders up towards your ears for 7 and 6. Great. Keep your belly button in for 5, 4. Keep your core activated. Push the shoulders a little bit higher for 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Release all the tensions around your arms and around your shoulders. Okay, so this is a really, really important movement during the handstand because the mobility between our shoulder blade, the scapula, and our humerus, this bone, the upper arm, is limited. So you can only move around here. And if you don't lift up your shoulder, you can't get into a straight line during the handstand. So it's really important that when you stand in the handstand, you push your shoulders towards your ears so you create one line, and then the handstand becomes a balance pose and not a strength pose. Okay, just to show you what I mean, it's like you're standing in here, standing in the handstand, and now my shoulders are down, and when I push the shoulders towards the ears, it becomes way more easier and I don't need any strength anymore. So really important during the handstand, push your shoulders towards your ears. Okay, now we're gonna start with a headstand. So really, you know what, before we come to the headstand, come into a seated position. We start a bit easier with an easier inversion. So come back onto your back, lie down onto your back. Now place the backside of your arms on the ground and try to lift your hip, lift your pelvis onto your hands. And now really, really important, keep your weight on your arms. You don't want to get any weight on your neck or your head. You want to keep all your weight on your arms. And now try, if possible, to extend your legs towards the ceiling and push your hip slightly forward. Great. Keep it here and keep breathing. Feel how the blood flow changes from your feet towards your head and not from your head towards your feet. Perfect. Keep breathing here and create some tension. Create some tension in your feet, in your calves, in your thighs, and also in your belly. Then slowly move your knees towards your face and then release the pose by bringing your hands down to the mat and bring one vertebra by vertebra down. Then grab your knees, give yourself a hug and start to move from the left side to the right and from the right side to the left. Perfect. Then come back up into a seated position. And now, before we come to the headstand, one more time, get into the knee stand. Again, this is already a preparation for the handstand pose. Every time we come into the knee stand and lift our arms up, try to pull your belly button in. This is one of the most common mistakes during the handstand, that people collapse in their lower back. So it's really important, before you go into the handstand, make yourself comfortable with this activation in your lower belly, in your core. So you pull the belly button in and keep it there. So your lower spine is straight and not extended. So keep the belly button in and now lift your arms up. Push your shoulders towards your ears, but hold the belly button in, and now close your fist and open them again. And really fast, open and close, and keep going. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Keep your belly button in and keep your shoulders as far up as possible. And keep going with your hands. Open and close, open and close. Perfect. You do it great. Keep breathing and moving for 10 and 9 and 8. Keep your shoulders up towards your ears. 7. Keep your belly button in. 6. Keep breathing. 5 and 4. Perfect. 3. Keep going. You can do it. For 2 and 1 and release. Release your arms. Perfect. Shake it out. And now I think we're ready for the headstand. So this exercise is really good to prepare the wrists. So you really need to warm up your wrists, but it's not only about warming up your wrists. You also have to create some strength in your forearms to protect your wrists. If you have no stability in your wrist, and the stability comes by the muscles in the forearm, it's really difficult to do handstand without getting hurt. So if you want to do handstand more often, really work on your stability in your wrists, active and passive. Okay, so I got the YouTube live stream here, so I always switch from from mobile phone to computer. Now we're going into a headstand, and I really ask you to please take care of your own safety. So if you never did a headstand before, please don't do it now. If you have a partner, ask if he or she can hold you. And if you're not sure that you can hold the headstand without falling, try to do it against the wall. So I will do it in the middle of the mat. But if you're not sure that you hold it, or if you don't know how to fall, then please do it against the wall before you create any dangerous situations. Okay, so there are two kinds of headstands in school or in gymnastic classes. I always learned this headstand where we place two hands on the ground and the head in front of the hands but we will get away from this headstand because for the handstand, it's better to do the yogi headstand. The yogi headstand looks like this. You interlace your fingers behind your head, and some people, there are different variations. Some people like to press the backside of their head against the hands to create some stability. Some people like to close their hands. Me personally, I close my palms. I don't press the backside of the head into the hands. But you can try both variation and figure out which variation fits best for you. Really important is that your elbows don't get out too much, because if you have your elbows here, you don't have such a good pressure ankle than here. So let's go right into it. So you place your forearms on the ground and now interlace your fingers, and then try to keep your elbows in. Don't open to the side. Now you place your head on the ground, and here it's really important. The most weight, nearly all the weight, is on your forearms. You don't put pressure on the head, you put pressure on the forearms. That's really important. Always keep in mind the weight is on your forearms and not on your head, and your neck has to be straight. Your neck doesn't collapse, your neck doesn't extend, your neck keeps long and straight. So, forearms on the ground, interlace your fingers, and now keep your elbows in. Now place the head on the ground, and now walk your feet towards your elbows, and then slowly get up into the headstand and keep your weight on your forearms. Don't bring the weight onto your head. And now here, try to create tension. Tension from your arms through your whole spine. Keep your belly button in. Keep tension in your legs and push your heels towards the ceiling. Perfect. If you want, if you feel stable, you can try to open your legs to the side and close them again. Perfect. Then bend the right knee and extend it again, and bend the left knee and extend again. Then slowly get down and lift your head up. If it feels comfortable for you, you can place your hands on the backside of your head and now press your head against your hands to create some length on your neck. Perfect. So you already see there are loads of details when it comes to the headstand. The most important thing is keep your spine, your neck straight, and keep the weight on your forearms. This is really the most important thing when it comes to a headstand. Okay, we go further. We now go to one of the most popular arm balances, the crow pose. So crow pose, therefore, come onto your knees and give your hands a shake. Start to swing your arms forward and backwards. If you want, you can also come onto your knees. Like me, I just do it so I don't I don't slap my plant back there. Okay, then circle your shoulders a bit. And now we're gonna start to come into the crow pose, a really, really great exercise when it comes to handstand training. There are two variations of the crow pose. First variation, you press your legs, your thighs, your knees from the outside on your arms, and then you move onto your hands and lift your legs up. So in this variation, you activate the inner side of your legs towards your triceps. So you really press with your legs against your triceps. The second variation, which I personally prefer the most, is where you press the knees into your armpit. So now you're not on the outside, you're coming from behind and place your knees into your armpits, and now you can lift up the legs and hold it here. I like this variation a bit more because it feels more compact. So it's really closed. The other variation, yeah, it feels like the legs are so, yeah, it's more difficult to create a nice tension. And you can decide which variation you do. I would say we try to stay in the crow pose for 10 seconds. Really, really important. Activate your belly and press your fingers into the ground. So your hands are really active here. So before we go to the crow pose, we do one more wrist activation to feel the activation in the hand. So for this activation, come into the forefoot stance. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and now press all your fingers into the ground so the middle joints of your fingers are lifting up from the ground. So really feel this motion, feel this activation. I just show it to you like this. So you press the fingers into the ground so that these middle joints of the fingers lift up from the ground. So the hand is not lying flat on the ground, it's really active. This is the activation we want in the crow pose, in any other kind of arm balance, and also in the handstand. So the hands are really active in the handstand and every kind of arm balance pose. Perfect. And now, keep this in mind. Then come into a deep squat and decide for your own which variation of the arm balance you want to do. Do you want to crow with knees on the outside, or do you want to crow pose with knees in your armpits? Decide for yourself, and if it's not possible for you to lift the legs, it's no problem. You can stay here and keep both toes on the ground. You can also place only one toe on the ground. Do the crow pose like it feels good for you and try to hold it 10 seconds, but keep your hands active. If you leave the ground with your legs, place a cushion in front of you, so if you fall into the cushion. Okay, so prepare yourself. Come into the crow pose, place the hands around shoulder wide apart, and now move forward and hold it here. Keep your hands active for 10 and 9, 8, 7. Give yourself a smile for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down, place your knees on the ground, and now place the back side of your hands on the ground so your fingers are pointing towards your body. And now just put as much pressure on your hands as it feels comfortable for you. So your fingers are pointing towards your body, and now move your elbows to the side and to the middle. Perfect. To the side and to center. One more time to the side and back to center. Then place your fists on the ground and press your fists into the ground, one at a time. Perfect. Okay, I would say we jump into another movement. As I already mentioned, the crow pose. The crow pose is an amazing preparation exercise for the handstand. Personally, for me, the crow pose is way more exhaustive than the handstand because you need to activate so many muscles. But yeah, so if you want to build up strength and stability for the handstand, really try to introduce the crow pose what's wrong with me today? The crow pose into your handstand practice. Okay, now I just would like to share another great preparation exercise for the handstand with you. The neighbors are. Okay, I show it to you once. So you know what I mean. The starting position is the deep forward fold with bended knees. The hands are placed shoulder wide apart. The fingers are spread. Super important. During every arm balance pose, during every handstand pose, spread your fingers as wide as possible. Never keep your fingers closed. Spread your fingers. And then press the fingertips into the ground. And now bend the right knee and let your toes point towards the ceiling. And now try to change the legs. You jump and put the right foot to the ground and lift your left foot up. But all this happens while you're in the air. So it looks like this. Zack, 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 zack. And then you try to prolong the time in the air. So in the beginning, this motion takes around half a second. And maybe then you stay in the air for 1 second. And then maybe 2 seconds. I just show you what I mean. So I'm here. I lift up my right leg. And now I change. Okay, was short. Then I change again. Okay, was a bit longer. Then I change again. And change again. Do you see what I mean? So you try with this exercise, you try to get more comfortable with the position, head down, feet up. So you always change the legs and try to prolong the time on your hands. The longer you stand, the better. So the slower you change, the better. Really important here is that your knees are moving slightly across each other. So really, really nice training to teach handstand training in English. Also new for me. No, what I wanted to say is don't let your legs get out like this. So it shouldn't look like this. It should look like this. Zack, zack, zack. You know what I mean? So your knees are slightly touching each other when you change the legs. So your hip stays closed and your hip doesn't open to the side. Okay. If you're ready for this, you decide on your own how far you kick your legs up. So you decide how much pressure you get onto your hands and how close you get to the handstand. Really important, take care of your own body, take care of your own safety. So if you feel like you want to kick up all the way and you fall over, please place something behind it so you don't hurt yourself. With this said, let's try to do 10 changes each side. So every leg is 10 times on the ground and 10 times on the side. Okay, so let's get into the position. Our hands are placed shoulder wide apart. The fingers are spread really, really wide. The fingertips press into the ground slightly, so the middle joints of the fingers lift up. And now lift up your right leg and then change the legs. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Perfect. Well done. Shake your arms out. Give yourself a short relaxing time. Put the back side of your hands together and now press your elbows down so you create some length on the back side of your wrist in this part that was compromised during the handstand work now. Then you can move from the thumb to the little finger and back to the thumb. Perfect. Then try to circle your wrists, but keep your wrists connected. So you circle your hands, but the line of your wrist always stays connected. Perfect. And back into the other direction. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna do one last exercise. Shake your hands out. It's already more than 30 minutes. It's already 35 minutes. There is so much to explain during the handstand training because there are so many details, and I think it's not that great benefit for you when I just go through the training and don't tell you which key points are important to focus on. So we got loads of key points already. We said we need the shoulders towards the ears. We need to keep the belly button in. We need to spread the fingers wide and press the fingertips into the ground. And most of all, we need tension from the fingers through the whole body until the toes. So these are also points, all steps you really should work on. Crow pose, a great preparation exercise for handstand. Headstand, a great exercise to prepare the body control, to prepare the tension, the one line. This exercise, super good to start. This up and down to create some strength in your wrists. And now I show you one more exercise. I show you two more exercises. The one is to strengthen the forearms. We already said we need a lot of strength in your forearms to keep the wrist stable. And so a really nice exercise for the forearms is in the forefoot stance. Knees are under the hips, hands are under the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and now lift your palms up, but keep your knuckles on the ground. So this part of the hand is always connected on the ground. So this part stays on the ground and it only lifts the palm. So from here, my palm lifts and back down. And the knuckles stay on the ground. So this part stays on the ground. Okay. Try to do it 10 times now. So lift and go down. Up, down 2, up, down 3, up, down 4, up, down 5, great, up, down 6, up, down 7, up, down 8, up, down 9, up, down 10, perfect. Okay, shake your arms out. Nisham, let's go, monkey man. Hey, Coach Lemmy, nice. I should have watched more the Instagram chat because here are way more people than on YouTube. Way more watches. Okay, so this is a great exercise to prepare the wrist, to prepare the strength in your forearms. We're going to repeat this exercise one more time just so you feel the activation here, and I show you how you can increase the difficultiness, how you can increase the pressure, the weight of this exercise. So sometimes I just don't get the words. So you're here, your hands are under your shoulders, your fingers are widely spread, your fingertips press into the ground, the knuckles always stay on the ground, always stay connected to your mat. And now tuck your toes. And if you want to make it a bit more hard, so more exhaustive, lift the knees from the ground and now push up and down. 1, up and down 2, up, down 3, up, down 4, up, down 5. 5 more times. Up, down 6. Great. Up, down 7. Up, down 8. Up, down 9. And up and down 10. Perfect. And now give your hands a shake again. If you tried it like this, you definitely felt how much harder it gets when your knees are not on the ground anymore, because you have so much more weight to carry on your hands. So yeah, and if you want to go even further, you also can do this exercise in the plank pose, or you can do plank pose with feet somewhere higher. And yeah, but I think you know what I want to tell you. So one last exercise for the handstand. Here again, if you don't feel safe, don't jump up that far. You can also do it against the wall. If you have a partner, try to ask your partner if he or she can hold you. And if you have no partner, if you have no wall, you want to jump up, place a mat or a cushion, something behind you so you're safe if you fall down. So I show it to you right now how it works. We start in the squat position. So I'm here in the squat position, and now I place my hands in the ground, and then I jump up and back down. So this is the exercise. You don't need to hold it up there. If you can hold it, please hold it. If not, come back down. You don't have to straighten up all the way. It's just about getting control in this position and get back down. We're gonna do this exercise 10 times and then the training is done for now. But yeah, so if you're ready, come into the position. I just place this a little bit back so I can go on the mat here. So again, the hands are placed shoulder wide apart, the fingers are spread and the fingertips press lightly into the ground. Now we start. We jump with the pelvis up, so I show it one more time. I jump up and I get back down. Let's do it 10 times together. So jump up, tuck, and down. Perfect. Up and down. Nice. Up and down. If you hold it up there, push your shoulders towards your ears. And up, shoulders, and down. 4. And up, shoulders towards the ears. And down. 5. 5 more times. And up, shoulders towards the ears. Whoop, and down. 6. 4 more times. And up and down. 7. Up and down. 8. 2 more times. Up. Press your shoulders towards your ears. And back down. Last time with control. Up. Tuck. One more time. And up. Damn it. It's getting really exhaustive. Okay, one last time. Up. Hold it. Shoulders towards the ears. If you want, you can straddle the legs. You can close the legs. You can diamond the legs. But the shoulders stay towards the ears. Perfect. And then shake it all out. Come into a standing position. Give your arms a shake. Give your legs a shake. And then start to rotate your upper body from the left to the right. From the right to the left. Keep breathing through your nose, in and out. Perfect. And then straddle your legs wide. Bend your knees a bit and fall forward. Place the backs of your hands on the ground and release all the tensions around your neck, around your shoulders, and around your jaw. Just let go of your head and your arms. Perfect. And then slowly sit yourself back into a straddle sit. Perfect. We're just doing a short cool down. So here, pull your toes towards your body. Place your palms, your fingers behind your back. Try to pull your belly button forward. Try to straighten your spine. And then place your arms in front of you and just Keep breathing. Focus on your breath. Deep inhale into your belly and long exhale through your nose. Try to find the calmness in this position and let go of all the tensions around your neck and around your shoulders. Keep breathing and feel how your belly expands during your inhale and loosen more and more tensions with your exhale. Deep inhale and long exhale. Keep breathing and let go. Deep inhale and long exhale. 3 more breaths. Deep inhale and long exhale. 2 more. Inhale into your belly and exhale. Release your jaw. 1 more. Deep inhale into your belly and exhale. Let it all go. And slowly roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra. Grab your knee pit from the inside. Place your feet towards each other. Grab your toes and press your knees down. Perfect. Here you can try to move from the left to the right on your sitting bones. Nice. Then place the feet really wide from each other. And then let the left knee sink to the inside, the right knee to the outside, and to the other side. Perfect. 2 more times, to the right, and to the left, and 1 more time, to the right, and to the left. Perfect. So, first of all, thanks for joining the live stream. If you try to work out at home, I just wanted to share some exercises with you, which will help you to achieve the goal of the handstand. If you already do the handstand without any effort, maybe there were some exercises you didn't know before. It's really good to train the basics to become better in the handstand. So yeah, crow pose is a really good preparation exercise. Headstand, if you're not able to do the headstand without any problems, you should work on this first before you start the handstand. So headstand is a really, pre-basic for the handstand, and all these movements which we did, shoulders up, wrist warm up, belly button in, all these key points are really important. So often it's better to train the key points first to create the strength in the shoulders, to create the strength in the wrists, to create the stability and focus in the core, and then introduce it into the handstand practice. So if you do handstand and you always feel like, shit, my core is too wobbly, my shoulders are not strong enough, my hands are hurting, try to introduce some exercises which help to strengthen these parts and then combine it with your handstand practice. So if you want to get more handstand trainings like this, I would be really happy. Just let me know, text me, comment, tell me if you want to, and otherwise I wish you a great evening, great day. Thanks a lot for joining the class and hope to see you soon. Much love and peace. Peace. So let's end this. Oh,